Welcome back to Real Life Reviews, and in this video we're taking a quick look at the Topeak Mini PT30, a 30 function multi-tool from Topeak. Let's take a quick run through the key features of this tool. We've got the typical hexes and torques that we might expect. In particular, we start with a 2mm hex, and it's the L-shaped version, which is quite common on a number of Topeak multi-tools. But we also have a 2.5, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, an 8 and a 10. Typically, when it comes to the 8 and the 10, we have the 10 is a cap over the 8, but the 8 does have, just turn it round for you, the 8 does have a nice little round catch retainer, so that when your 10 is on the 8, it doesn't pop off. It sits on quite neatly. Torques wise, we have a 10, a 15 and a 25. And one of the features of this multi-tool is it's a real nod to more modern day biking. And the T10 is on the end of a reamer. And whilst I'm mentioning that, let's just turn it round. So we have a plug insertion tool. You are going to need your own little bacon strip. I'm just unscrewing a container I've got here, trying to do it one-handed for you, and failing drastically, I must say. There we go. What I mean by bacon strip is a strip of your own plug inserts. Whilst we're on that, we also have a knife, which is a nice little addition. Now, this knife, if we look carefully, has a straight blade knife and a serrated blade saw. That's two functions. Not criticism of Topeak, all multi-tool manufacturers do this. One blade, two functions. Whilst we're on functions there, let me just turn around and show you inside. And what you will see is the little leaf spring mechanism here, which acts as a lock for the reamer and the knife. So if I carefully just push those tools in, and the reamer opens up and it locks in place. And that means when you're reaming into the plug insertion tool, when you're inserting into the tyre and putting a bit of pressure on it, it's hopefully not going to ping round. The same is true of the knife blade. Now, I just got to be careful with my fingers whilst looking at the camera. That's locked in place, so to speak. Same sort of thing. Caution, it doesn't actually lock them in place. It just holds them a bit firmer. So if I were to just take the insertion tool and press, it comes up. And the same with the knife. I don't need to do it very hard, it comes up. So it doesn't actually lock out. My other slight criticism here is that, and I could be wrong, but I've counted and counted and counted, and I think that the locking mechanism for the insertion tool and the locking mechanism, or one little leaf spring, for the knife blade count as two functions of the 30. If that's true, that's a little bit naughty. I do though have to point out, whilst we've got all the tools in and out here, if you look quite closely, you will see, and they're all chrome vanadium steel, good quality, that the majority of them are actually stamped with their size. Obviously when you get to the very small hexes, they're not, although the spoke keys are when we come to those. But you can see which is which pretty easily. We also have on this tool, we have a flathead screwdriver and we have a Phillips screwdriver. And I'm a big fan of having both, even though there's less and less need for them on the bike itself. Well done, Topeak. Keep having both screwdrivers, please. And the final little safety feature on this multi-tool is you can't lift the knife without lifting the insertion tool. The insertion tool sits just above it. So consequently, when you put it back together, I have to put the knife in first and then put the insertion tool on top of it. Turning the tool over, we come to the chain tool, and quite typical for Topeak, the chain tool is held in and we need to remove it. Now for some people this is a bit of a deal breaker for some people, because it's in a way it's quite fiddly, and if you've got bad conditions, it's wet, it's muddy, it's horrible, you're cold, your fingers aren't really operating as you might. Having all these bits now coming apart, it can be a deal breaker. However, what it does do is it enables, by having this style of chain breaker, it enables Topeak to add quite a few more functions. So the basic chain breaker tool on top, you've probably all seen this before. What held it in place on the multi-tool goes in, screws in, there we go, and that comes through, and you put your chain in the top and pop the pin out. And similarly, push a pin in if you're replacing with a pin as opposed to a master link. More about that in a moment. Just works fine. Typical usual caveat here. We'll do most chains, we'll do up to 12 speed, care required, and Topeak quite rightly will say that not designed for Campag hollow pin. As I say, whatever chain you're breaking with a tool like this, you must take care. We also have a chain hook, which is a bit of a must really. Huge bonus when you're putting your chain back together, and also if you're splitting a master link coming up. So good. And then on the tool here we have two spoke keys here, the Mavic M7 at the top labelled, and then the Shimano, and at the top in each side there and on this side we have the 14 and 15 gauge spoke keys as well. So 4 spoke keys. Turning it round, this big plastic bit, another little nod to more modern day cycling. This is a, if I just pop it off, disc spacer. Yep, a disc spacer. So if you're having to fiddle with your brakes, in it goes between the pads, get on with the job. If you accidentally pull or knock the brake lever, you're not going to pop the pistons or whatever. So that's great. Taking that off reveals another element to this tool. So in the top here, we have an area, a space that we can put a master link. I'll show you just now. So we simply take our master links, we lie them in 1, 2, take our disc spacer, and this is where it's a little bit fiddly and requires a little bit of a press. So we just line him up, and there we go. Quite pleased with that. And there's one place to fit your master link. Nice and easy. And where we retained the master link, that also acts as a master link splitter. So in the side we have space for a 3mm hex. We use the 3mm hex from the tool. I'll just switch hands and then you can see, so there's a little nut in there, so I bolt, and we can undo that to loosen it off. And the idea is that your master link, and I've got some chain because I just changed the chain on the bike. Now there's not a master link here, but what you're doing is you're fitting that link into the top of there and squeeze or twist, and you can squeeze it to pop it. Really, really useful. A little bit of technique for you. Get the master link on the bottom part of the chain and use the chain hook to hook your chain. Just got a little bit of chain here to hook your chain so that you can then access the master link and slot it in. Hey, bonus tip. From a weight perspective, Topeak claim 169 grams. 172, that's kind of par for the course really. And if I take that off, this tool comes with a little neoprene pouch. Yeah, it's 6-7 grams. I think what we'll find if we put the tool on, it'll probably be 178, 9. There we go. It flits between the two. So 7 grams for the pouch, 172 for the tool. The Topeak Mini PT30, 30 function multi-tool that has all the key tools that you're likely to need on the trail or the road, but also a major nod to modern cycling. It's got a plug insertion tool, it's got a reamer, it's got a knife for cutting excess plug, it's got a disc spacer, it's got somewhere to hold your master link. It's also got a master link compressor so you can open the master link. And typically for Topeak, it has a neoprene pouch. Helps you look after the tool and keep it in good condition, but for me, more importantly, reduces rattle wherever you're storing it. This could just well be the tool for you. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video, and if you have, please give it a like, give it that thumbs up and share it with your friends. It helps us enormously with YouTube's algorithms. And in the description down below, we've got a link to Tredz, and you can buy pretty much all your cycling needs through there. And you get some great deals. You certainly pay no more, but we get a tiny percentage of what you spend, and it helps keep the channel going. Another big help would be if you subscribed. And if you haven't, just click on the little round picture down there. And we've got 3 more multi-tools for you to look at. We've got 2 from Topeak, we've got the Mini 20 Pro up there, and we've got the Alien 2 up there, and Lifeline's 18-in-1 down there. Thanks for watching.